What's good, y'all? What's good? Let me get the camera straight. Y'all can see my peoples right here, man. So, got BP, the kid with me. They looking over, you know what I'm saying, the live today. What's good, y'all? This is your boy Top Dot, and this is Current Mood. Uh, One thing before we go on, uh, my videos, I'm gonna be doing my videos and everything, y'all. But my first camera, or my second or third camera that I used to record, that thing just went out on me. So I'm going to be using probably my secondary camera and all of that until like next week. So I get my other camera. So if you see videos that's gonna be looking a lot like this, that's because I'm using this camera. Then I got like another camera, and then I got, like, if all else fails, I got a dog ass phone camera that I could use. But either way it go, back on the videos as soon as I get the camera back, doing the podcast and everything, back on all that. But this ain't about me today. If you're new, like, share, subscribe, do all that good stuff. It's much appreciated if you leave a like on here, because it helps. But yeah, today we're gonna talk about the effect of the Breonna Taylor trial and what happened with all that in both of the sides. Because I feel there's something to talk about, because for the last couple of days, literally in real life, I've been kind of not, I don't usually go at it with people about all of that, but it's a lot of mistruths out there that keep getting thrown in the air, and it's a lot of people that's trying to take advantage of this young lady's death, and there's also people trying to take advantage of the simple fact that justice wasn't served in this case. So me, I'm gonna go with the people who are happy about this and all of that, and still making a big deal and saying like it was all this young lady's fault, that what happened to her happened to her. No, if you look at the evidence, and if you look closely at the evidence without being super biased, you would know that if the lady, for one, is one misleading piece of evidence in this whole case that a lot of people should adhere to, is that, excuse me, that yeah, she wasn't exactly in her bed sleeping, but when she was sleeping initially, but the police came in, bammed on the door, which started her. She jumped up out of her bed and went to the hallway basically to see what was happening, and then unfortunately she lost her life. The boyfriend, how people keep saying like if the boyfriend would have complied and did what he was told and all that, hola, what's good with you? And saying if he would have realized and all that before he noticed that, somebody had kicked in his door and everything like that, meaning he didn't know that it was officers that kicked in his door. A lot of people saying that he did, but they have 12 other witnesses that said the police did not announce themselves when they went in. But neither here nor there. Her door got kicked in. She was up and about because somebody kicked in her door, and when they kicked in the door, the boyfriend, Kenneth Williams, if I'm not mistaken, was proven innocent and justified and retaliating because somebody you don't know and somebody that is not native to your surroundings just kicked in your door. So they a lot of people, or a lot of hateful people, are misconstruing that with the simple fact that the police said they was police and they kicked in the door and dude just started shooting at them. No, that's not plausible at all. It's only one person that says the contrary to what the other 12 witnesses say. It's one single person, and that single person's story it won't hold up with water against 12 other people that say no. We live right in that vicinity. We didn't hear anything but a kick and shots. That's it. So those little facts that people are keep misconstruing is basically, I think, why all of this is spinning in a damn circle. Because right now, it's a lot of disdain for the police. It's a lot of untrustworthy people that are working in law enforcement. They're not being outed, because if one get outed, all got to get outed, and if all get outed, it's going all the way up the ladder. It's not just staying at just the beat cops, man. It's going all the way up from beat cop, detective, and it's gonna keep going, and then it might fold over into FBI, CIA, and then that's when we never gonna find out the 100% truth about none of that, most of that. But the police at right now at this moment are not going to go against their own, because they have to have some type of faith in the community in order to be able to move how they're moving. If they don't have faith, if the people don't have faith in them, they're not going to call on them for anything. And if they're scared of them, they basically going to do what most of these people are trying to say that a lot of people are doing, and rallying these police up and scaring them to where they got to pull out they firearms and just fire, because they so paranoid, because they've been taught like, hey, if you go try to arrest somebody, they might shoot you. If you go try to arrest somebody, they might try to fight you. Even though a lot of arrests, people just go peacefully, but you have some occasions that keep getting blown up because of the environment right now. You got certain occasions where people are blowing up all of this, all of the little, basically delicate and unknown facts about things. And some people blowing it up in the wrong way. Some people blowing it up trying to expose the truth. So that out the way. First little section I want to say is, of course, for all the people that's happy about this shit, I don't know why or what would make you happy about somebody losing their life for an unjustified reason. I can see if that girl was, I can see, not girl, I'm sorry. I can see if Miss Breanna was out here slanging drugs, not working, getting over on the government. She wasn't doing none of that. You can go check her public records. She had no public record, period. She was not involved with police. She was not violent. She was not involved in drugs at all. You can go check her public record. You got people like Charlie Kirk out here who want to go on certain platforms and just spit all kind of falsehoods because he's some little scary little shrimp of a dude who ain't got nothing good going on by himself anyway. And I hope some Charlie Kirk fans see this and send it to him, because I would love to debate some of these folks. Because boy, come play with me. I got a lot of knowledge about a lot of stuff, and yeah, we can get the popping whenever, however, wherever. So people like that keep going around and spreading falsehoods. Like he consistently was talking about how that the ex-boyfriend who she ain't dealt with in years, how he was the drug dealer, and how they spun up some accusations from years back to try to basically create a warrant for that lady house, which once again is also in proof in the record. They said, no, this lady has nothing to do with nothing that's going on with that man, so leave her be. If you are assuming something, you knock. You knock first and you ask, hey, do you know this guy? Okay, is this guy in the house? Can we search this house? You don't just bust in thinking, one, you already on high alert. Y'all already like, yo, we finna do this anyway. We're more likely gonna get away with it, so let's just go ahead and do it. You busting in people's houses and just randomly just start shooting. Not start shooting, sorry. Kicking somebody's house. The person that owns the house or is in the house starts shooting back at you because they don't know who you are because you haven't announced yourself. And you start shooting all wildly. Then they say that the two police officers that initially went in didn't get charged. But the third one, who came in after everything was done and just kept shooting for no reason, he got indicted because he hit somebody else's wall. So he killed drywall, and I guess the construction people of the world are incredibly angry at that, so they had to, charge him with murdering drywall. Not the person that they shot, not the young person, the young lady that they killed who didn't do nothing. They charged him for the drywall. But that right there is one of the reasons why I see that a lot of people was just spitting out all kind of hateful and stupid rhetoric, because if you don't know facts about stuff, then of course the only thing you're gonna do, you're gonna assume, and you're just gonna let it. You're gonna keep talking, not knowing a lot about anything, and then you just basically gonna ride with that. Plus, the narrative nowadays, you got people that just don't believe nothing else but conspiracy theories and what come out their own mouth. Anything else that is fact or is true, oh no, they waving it off as fake news or fake facts, or they just waving it up as nonsense because they don't understand it or it go against their narrative. It's just like that. So you got all these people that are happy per se about her leaving this earth for no apparent reason, and you got them making up falsehoods. Of course, you got right wingers, Charlie Kirk and Shapiro and all of them cats just making up any other and everything so they could justify what's going on. Then you got tap dancers like Charles Barkley and Shaquille O'Neal out here saying, "Oh, well, it's good she lost her life, but you know the police were justified if her boyfriend didn't shoot," knowing that the police just kicked in the door without announcing themselves. It's 12 other people beside the 2 people, one is gone, that can clarify the story. It's 14 or 13 now. It's 13 people and one that's deceased that could have clarified the story of them not saying anything. If they had body cameras on, they'd have been all right. They didn't have body cameras on. They went in there plain clothes. If you're in plain clothes and you don't say, "I am the police," and you kick in my door, I'm letting that thing go at you too. I don't care if your name is officer, whoever. You kick in my door and you don't announce yourself first, you getting that thing. Or when you come up in here, I'm disarming you and I'm beating you until you announce who you is. Point blank, period. So no, it's not that man's fault that them people kicked in his door or kicked in him and his fiance or girlfriend's door without announcing themselves, and then one of them got popped in the leg. I made a mistake by thinking they said the man had just totally murdered him, but that's people just talking. When you do actual research, the officer got hit in the leg, and now they're saying if y'all need to rewind and go back and fact check me real quick, they're now saying that the bullet from the Kenneth Williams gun actually isn't the bullet that hit the officer. So the boyfriend shot at the officer, didn't hit him. Other officers shot that officer on accident because they wanted to shoot the person that was shooting at them. And there you go. And you know what happened? You know who knew this before we knew it? The people that prosecuted the dude. The people that prosecuted Kenneth Williams, they knew exactly what we know now. They knew that the people didn't announce themselves. They knew that them people didn't give no warning. It just kicked in that door. And self-defense. You're defending yourself. Just because you black and you in your house don't mean you cannot defend yourself. I don't know why you right-wing conspiracy theorists or you just straight up racist folks do not understand the simple fact that we have the right to defend ourselves too, regardless if we black or not. And if you kick in our door, if you kick in our domicile, where we live at, where our kids roam, and where we protect our cubs and all of that good stuff, if you kick that in and you don't announce who you is and you look like you're just some hateful militia people, yes, you're gonna get the same reaction. No, just because you the police, don't nobody know you police. You just kicking in somebody's door so you can say, "Hey, I kicked in somebody's door." No. What happened? They went through the little thing. Of course, we all knew. Everybody got some type of intelligence about themselves knew that wasn't no way in hell that the police officers was gonna get charged. That's not in the code of these people. That's not in the DNA of this police force and police forces out here. That's not nothing of what they trying to do. What they trying to do is they basically trying to say, "Hey, listen, if you sneeze the wrong way and one of these folks kill you, you shouldn't have sneezed the wrong way. You should have held it in." Or if we putting your arm in a position that is probably going to either break it or cause some type of injury, then just take that. And we're the police, so you got to take it and that, this, that, and the third. No, not at all. If you can read the law, they say serve and protect. Protecting somebody is not hurting them. Protecting people is not murdering them. Protecting people is not doing something you know you weren't supposed to do and then going behind and having a whole little plethora of other people who ain't got nothing to do with the situation give you duck and cover for it because you know you going to jail because you did something you shouldn't have did. But that's what it is. That's what it is, and that's how our police forces is. That's how some of them is. Y'all, all this good cop, bad cop stuff, that's just a mix-up. That's just something to throw in the water to get everybody's attention and not knowing that it's a whole bunch of boats that's floating saying over on the shore with all kind of artillery coming to take what we got. They want to throw something shiny in the water and tell you pay attention to that. No, no, it's basically it's a whole bunch of people that have been getting away with doing a certain thing for so damn long that now that it's coming time for them to take responsibility for it, they pulling out every single card they can not to. And then they blaming, they victim shame. Like you got a lot of people out here victim shaming. I don't know what I don't know nobody that want to die. Even suicidal people. You know what I'm saying? Bless their souls. Even they don't really want to die, but they feel that's the only way they can get rid of whatever's going on with them. So if it's basically like these folks out here are basically saying are out here basically saying, well, if she would have abided by whatever, she couldn't abide by whatever. What was she going to abide by? Bullets? What was the bullets going to tell her? The bullets didn't tell her you had the right to remain silent. No, the bullets and the gun indicated, yo, we coming in here to take your life. Whatever you was finna do tomorrow, you're not finna ever do again because we're about to take your life. I don't know nobody on earth who likes life that would want somebody to come and say, hey, listen, I'm having a bad day, so I'm finna take your life. I know, and then I'm finna make up every single excuse for me basically not to get in trouble for it. So if I want to do it again, I can go do it again, and then I can have ammunition on why I did it. So my little wrap up from that is all the people who are happy in some sick, perverse way about this BS, man, y'all need help. Y'all showing enough need help because I'm pretty sure you wouldn't be rejoicing if it was nobody in your family or if it was nobody that you knew for a real long time and was close and cool with. I'm pretty damn sure y'all would have been quite mad, quite angry, and would have been up doing the same thing them people is. You know, the reason that I'm not out in the streets marching and riding, believe me, I mean, not riding. I don't riot. I don't steal. I don't tear up other people's property or none of that because I don't want them to do that to me. So I'm not going to do it to them. But the reason I'm not out here marching and everything because my voice, I think, is better used behind the scenes because I can better yet move behind the scenes and make certain things happen behind the scenes instead of being out there in the forefront and basically yelling into the air. And right now in this climate, freedom of speech seems like it's only limited to certain people saying certain things at certain times. So, but if you out here marching for freedom or trying to get something right, these people is either gonna put you in jail for saying you're disturbing something, even though freedom of speech is one of the most powerfulest tools that some of us have, and it's like the only tool that some people have. You know, just their voice. You know what I mean? Their actions may not exhibit what they want to say, but their voice can. But you know what I'm saying? Being out there marching and trying to do all of that, boy, that right there it's not a lost cause, and I'm glad people are doing it. But me and what I think I can do is I think I could just sit behind the scenes, you know what I'm saying? Go ahead, talk to some folks, man, and get some other things done on the side and help build something positive away from what's going on right now. Because what's going on right now, these folks they're not paying attention to that. They really don't care what most of the protesters are saying. They basically just thinking y'all just want to take out the police because y'all hate police. They're not understanding that police been corrupt for years. You've seen the LAPD. It started with them. It started with New York PD. All of the corrupt stuff going on with these cops that all got exposed back in the day with the Rodney King and the Reginald Denning cases. All of that back in the day. The Watts riots. All of that. That's when it was getting exposed. That's what happened. You don't hear too many people referring to the Watts riots. Why? Because it wasn't just black people that was rioting. It was everybody in California because they got tired of the police force doing them like crap. Especially the black people because the LAPD used to specifically go to the hoods and just terrorize all of the people there just because they could. You know, they just felt most of them wasn't smart enough to even know the law, so we could just go here and say you jaywalking and beat you to death. You know, not knowing that jaywalking is a civil citation. It's not even a true crime. It's just something that they can say, hey, you did that. We need a little bit of money. Go ahead and go to court and pay for that. I have never seen nobody that's serving 15, 16 years in prison for no damn jaywalking. Not at all. So, all the people with that, man, I just hope y'all find some type of some goodness, some resemblance of positivity in y'all bodies, souls, whatever y'all harnessed inside your body. Hopefully you find some type of coming to, you know what I'm saying, with that, because a lot of these hateful people, they don't even care that it was the wrong thing to do. They just like, well, criminal, even though that's basically a dog whistle for, hey, you can kill black people because most of them criminals, which we not, but that's a whole different story. Now, on to the people who are peacefully protesting, but still the message is feeling like it's not getting across, because you got the people on the other end with a whole bunch of made up facts. You got, this is the cause and effect of when you do wrong, you don't want to take responsibility for it, and you decide you're gonna put it on everybody else. Like we have certain people on my Facebook, and in real life I'd have had to scoot on and get rid of, because their opinions about most of the stuff is just worthless propaganda regurgitated, and it's constant rhetoric thrown back and forth with no facts. But when the so-called facts are presented, it's more propaganda. It's not scientific based, nothing. It's not even evidence based anything. It's just another assumption that they think is proving the other assumption that they're making. Like people in Pizzagate, like people in this goddamn, and people in this whole theory that it's 4 or 5 people that are running 8 billion people, almost 9 billion people in this world. That it's not, no, that's impossible. Why? Because it's only 300 something million people, almost about 350 million that live in the entire United States. We have 8 billion people. That means outside of the United States, there's millions and millions of other people that don't believe in or even follow half of the stuff we talking about. How can what we talk, and they already know what we about. We didn't show them through history what we about, what we do, and how we do it. So you don't think them countries is cautious? Like, man, we not fucking with y'all, America. We not messing with y'all religion. We not messing with y'all whole little whatever y'all got going on. We not doing none of that, because y'all over there trying to tear stuff up. Y'all see that y'all letting y'all police force just kill people of color because y'all think it's fun, or y'all just over there, y'all rich people just over there doing y'all poor people dirty because they think that's what they're supposed to do, and it's all cool. You know what I'm saying? Just to have 1% or 2% of the people in the world hold the most wealth out of everybody, and it's 98% of the people out here like us that's just trying to get by. But those would be the people that tell you to work harder. That'd be the corporations in the suits and ties that tell you, hey, just go ahead and work a little harder, and we might give you a couple more cents to make you think that you finna get where we at. But no, in all reality, we not trying to make that happen. We just gonna let you try to get this little bit, and if you think you can build up to where we got to, go ahead. You know what I'm saying? Most people do it. Most people take that challenge and they drive the challenge all the way home. But there's a lot of people out here who don't have the resources, don't have the time, and don't have the patience to go through all this little yo-yo effect that these big corporations got. We don't have time. It's too many. We got kids out here. We got people that we love out here. We got things to do out here in this world, regardless of what y'all trying to say, to be dabbled around and saying, hey, we might get this to you. We might give you a chance to make sure your family can eat good. Or we might give you this chance to do this. No, I can't live off your mites, and I'm not finna live off nobody mites. That's why I can give 2 cents and another rusty penny about a corporation's promise. They do that. They write that down. Anytime you write something down and you try to make it into a statement, if it's not just a statement that you're trying to pass on to everybody just for a good feeling, and you basically say, hey, well, we're going to charge a 5% tax on this candy. That's not helping nobody else out but the person that's charging 5% tax. That's not helping the people out. That ain't y'all ain't giving us no extra incentive. Y'all not saying, okay, we're gonna charge you 5 more cents, but we're gonna give you 20% more product or 5% more product, not 20%, that's 15 cents. But we gonna give you 5% more product along with the 5% increase. No. Most companies take away 5% and then tell you the reason that we have to take away this 5% but charge you more is because something. And just please believe us. Please believe us. Our bottom dollar is important, and your bottom dollar is not really important, but we want it. So, yeah. So, going off a corporation's word on anything, especially when it got to do with political, I don't go for it anyway. But for all of the people that's out there marching and still doing their thing, man, it's big ups to y'all. But instead of doing that, let's just instead of being out there marching and getting arrested, why don't y'all hit these people where it hurt? Hit them right there, not in the pockets. No, hit them in the power. Hit these people in the power. Take away their power. Take away what they keep controlling you with. Take it away and make it your own. That's what I'm trying to do. Talking about carrot stick trick. Yeah, that's exactly what they're doing. They're doing the carrot on the stick trick. Just go ahead and wave it in front of their face, but keep knowing that you're gonna keep cutting the string shorter until that person get to about them grabbing it, and then boom, you take it away and say, well, you can try better next time. I mean, you did do good all the way through. You did everything I asked you to, but I think you should go back and try it again. No. I ain't got time for that, so I'm not gonna let no type of corporation do that to me. I hope y'all wouldn't let no type of corporation do that to y'all. But the cause and effect, the effect of this, that young lady's murder is some people are making money. The AG of Kentucky is just, I don't know why he wasn't just moved to the side, because he has a personal bias, seeing that he's married to Mitch McConnell's daughter. He's also one of those, even though you may be a Trumper, that don't make or break nothing, but seeing that most of the military is voting for Biden and most of the police force is voting for Trump, that should show y'all exactly what's going on. That should exactly show you what them people are trying to do. If the military that protect us from the world and all those threats are saying, nah, we don't trust homeboy in this office because he not talking right. Make you work well off, knowing that they really don't want you to get it. Yeah, that's their whole thing. The whole underline to most of these companies is, get these people false hope until they bust. Then, right when they're about to bust, and we feel like they finna mess up something around, let's go ahead and push it to the side. Make up something. Say, hey, well, we don't have the proper resources to fund you right now, and all this and that. But they just gave Alvin $4 or $5 raise, and they just gave Cindy over there $2,000 or $3,000 bonus. But you, Tyrone or Daquan or Dion in this case, we're gonna give you like $1 or so, just cause we gave everybody else something. So just so you don't sue us for actually looking like we're kind of racist, we're just gonna give you $1. Hopefully you're satisfied with that. So when you listen to big corporations that got anything to say about Black Lives Matter, which is not a fucking organization, it's a statement saying, hey, I'm a human being too. I just happen to be black. I think my life should matter too, just like all y'all. That's what that is. But these right wingers and these hateful racist people will say, nah, BLM is like some building that you can go to and get a membership at. You pay $5 a week or $5 a month or something, and you able to access the Black Lives Matter magazine, and you get 20% off all black stores. No, that's none of that, man. No, it's a statement, and people are trying to march with the statement on their shirts saying, yo, man, Black Lives Matter too. And everybody like, well, not everybody, sorry. Most of these uptights are saying, oh no, that's hate. They're going around preaching hatefulness. Nah, it's not hatefulness when you're asking somebody else to say, hey, I think I matter too. Cool. Then y'all say, oh no, blue lives matter. Okay, cool. Tell me what race of people is blue. I'll wait. I'll wait a few more seconds. Okay. Back to reality. It's no race of people that are color blue. Not one. It's a job where you wear blue, but it's a lot of jobs where you wear blue. McDonald's employees wear blue. Burger King employees wear blue. Wendy's employees wear blue. It used to be a restaurant called Hot Now. They employees wore blue because I used to work there. The employees wear blue. So what you're saying is, them shirts matter, right? But the shirts are property. Shirts aren't people. Oh, okay, I get it. I get it now. I get it. Blue lives. That means people whoever put on that police uniform, their lives matter too. Duh. Cause aren't those same police officers white, black, Asian, Puerto Rican, and all of this? Or when they put on that shirt, they just automatically turn to the color Captain Planet or something. Okay, I thought so. So everybody going around spitting that blue lives matter. Yes, every motherfucking person who wears a blue shirt, yes, they lives matter. Let's move on to the next point by saying people that look like this, we matter too. Instead of y'all making it out to be an organization, a hateful, racist organization that's going around trying to take people out. No, you idiots. You can't point to it, not a damn building that got BLM incorporated on it. It's not a corporation. You can point to McDonald's corporations. You can point to Trump corporations. You can point to hell, Waffle House, headquarters of organizations and incorporations. You cannot go to a specific city and say, yo, here's the Black Lives Matter building where they conduct all their business at. But the other side, they don't listen to that. They don't care nothing about that shit. They don't care two pinwheels in a circle about it. Only thing they want to do is say, hey, we have to keep this narrative going that it's funny how the people that carry around the Confederate flag had the most to say about negative. Yeah, that's because them carrying around a Confederate flag is basically saying black people take what we've been doing to y'all for years. It's okay. Y'all shouldn't be mad at it, and y'all should just get over it. No. Us saying Black Lives Matter is the equivalent of y'all carrying around the Confederate flags. Are y'all saying y'all proud of the South and y'all proud of y'all white heritage? It's the same thing we saying when Black Lives Matter. We saying we proud of who we is, and even though y'all keep trying to tread and throw all kind of dirt on our whole culture, we still proud of it. Because if you really want to look at how much dirt y'all, I ain't throwing that much dirt on it, because y'all taking more of the culture and using it. Then you throwing dirt on all of the positive aspects of the culture, but you're taking the negative ones and you using that to perpetuate it. You making money and you getting all kind of reverence and all type of mess off the negative aspects of the black culture. But when it comes to the positive aspects, like we actually are smart, like we actually are really strong and hardworking, not lazy and none of that other stuff that y'all talk about, when y'all actually get that, y'all want that. No, y'all want that. Y'all basically toss that to the side and say, nope, no, that's the negative parts here. No, it's not. It's y'all take the best parts of us and try to leave us with the candy wrapper. You take the candy out the wrapper and then you give us the wrapper, but we the ones that bought the candy. So to all these folks that's marching and stuff, keep doing your thing, but put it in let's get these people out of power. Let's take all their power away from them. Because when they power gone, they not gonna be bouncing out here saying nothing. Not nothing. When you take Mitch McConnell power away, Mitch McConnell is going to shrivel up and go somewhere else. When you take away Lindsey Graham's power, he's going to shrivel up and go somewhere else. When you take away all of those super old, hateful ass men that are sitting in the Congress right now, as soon as you take all their power, what they're going to do, they're going to shrivel up because they're afraid now. They're equal to everybody else. When they're equal to everybody else, period. But now they mentally know that they're equal to everybody else because you snatched that power away from them and now you're looking at them. Yeah, homie, you've been doing this thing for 15, 20 years. Let's holler at you. Let's holler at you. And they ain't even got to be violent. Most people not violent. We just gonna look at you like, yeah, you thought you was gonna carry that little funky thing on until you died, huh? No. Now you gotta live like an average person. Now you have to pay tax like us. Now you can't get, well, most people probably will still get that that government bonus that if they worked in the government. But still, now you gotta do what we do. Now when you walk in places, you can't be like, well, I run this. No, you don't. You don't run nothing but your mouth. Move to the side. So if you take that power away from these power hungry people, they finna shrivel up. And they gonna shrivel up quick. So my whole overcast of and current mood on this Breonna Taylor case and effect is that we knew it was gonna happen. Instead of being mad and enraged and tearing up buildings that ain't did nothing and can't do nothing back, let's go ahead and take this power away from the people that are doing something. Let's take the pressure off these little small people that the foot of the government is on their neck. Let's lift that up and take some of them people that got the pressure on their neck. Let's take some of them people out of office. Get them thoroughly out the way. No, not just out the way for a few years. Get them thoroughly out the way. No, you're not finna have your son who talk just like you come in here. You're not finna have your daughter who talk like you just come in here. No. You're not finna legacy your way up in here and keep on continuing to mess up stuff. Because if one of those shiesty people kids come up in there, the only thing they're gonna do is keep continuing the same process. Because no, I don't know if y'all don't. I don't know if most of y'all don't know this, but the people that got power, they lie to keep it. They'll make up anything to keep it. If you don't believe me, you can look at the countless movies that they make. Even though you shouldn't base your research theories off movies, but you should take into account that movies are made off some type of idea, which is spawned from some type of fact. Point blank, period. Now, you go and look at all the movies that got to do with corrupt senators, presidents, congressmen, even mayors, people that got certain positions of power. You see how if you feed them more and more, that head swell up and they out. When you take them out of their positions of power, they become lobbyists. Yep, but then they're trying to basically put a cap on the lobbying. But yeah, if they do become lobbyists, you got to be good at lobbying. But if you got people that's not even going to be involved in the company that you lobbying for, that's what taking that power away. Take all of that shit away. Don't give them no. You can't get out. You can't stop being no congressman and then walk up on the White House floor or walk up on the floors of Congress halls and everything and say, yo, I know I'm not a senator anymore, but can I get y'all to politely go ahead and switch that bill and some of them amendments in that bill for me? We'll slide you a couple $100,000. No. I think as soon as you get up out of office, get all the way the fuck up out of there. If you were corrupt and you've been caught doing something corrupt, get all the way up out of there. If you're a senator and you cool and you decide that you want to just retire and be cool, do that. If you ain't got no background of doing nothing shiesty, do that. But if you one of them senators and you super corrupt, I think it should be a law that should be in place that you cannot become a lobbyist. And if you do, you only got to lobby for something you only can lobby for a vitamin company. And it better be some vitamins that's saving people. You better not be advocating for a goddamn bill. You better not be advocating for shit that got to do with nothing that's going against the grain. Because you already proved that you are willing to let a dollar and somebody's word switch up a whole thought process about a whole little denomination of people. You know what I'm saying? And I'm talking about cities, like mayors and people that deal with cities. Y'all are responsible for a certain group of people. Once you let money and once you let your integrity get tainted, you no longer have trust in people. And the people you do got the trust of, they tyrants. Most of them tyrants. Or they just don't care that you sticking a knife in their back and taking it out and sticking it in again. Some people are that ignorant too. Some people just don't care. As long as you're paying attention to them some way, somehow, they just like do it. Hey, as long as it's attention, go ahead and do it. No, I don't think once you get out of office and you done did something that you weren't supposed to be doing and people know about it, sayonara. You out of there. You're supposed to be gone. But to basically put a bow on what I was saying, the effect of the Breonna Taylor case is just basically further showing that some people, not all, some people still haven't learned that us saying our lives matter too is not not being rebellious. It's just asking. It's a question. It's a question in the form of a statement. We're saying, does Black Lives Matter too? We just took off the does and to and just says Black Lives Matter. And that's a question. It's not an organization. It's a statement in the form of a question, but reverted back to a form of a statement. This is basically asking you, yo, do I matter too? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's like going to a restaurant, somebody ordering a burger, and you go up and they say, nah, you can't order no burger. And you like, what? I got money. Nah, it's just something about the way you look. We don't trust giving you no food. But I'm paying for the food. It's going in my system, and it's not going to affect nobody but me. I'm losing money purchasing this food. You're gaining money from me purchasing this food. So you're saying that my color just automatically negates the simple fact that I can give you money for this food. Okay, that's how some of these people sound. That's how a lot of these people sound. So anybody that got any type of intelligence about themselves would know that we knew what was gonna happen. We knew the police weren't gonna get charged. Don't be mad about it. Just go take the police out of power. Not defund them and none of that shit. Just when it come time to elect your county sheriff, or when it comes time to elect your senator, your mayor, do research. Do research on them, especially in Kentucky, because Mitch McConnell is a horrible senator. That the AG is a horrible dude. The mayor, I don't know about the mayor of Kentucky, but I'm pretty sure if he's under Mitch McConnell's reign, he's not no good neither. So all the Kentuckians, just go get all of them out of there. Mitch McConnell time almost up anyway. Get him out of there. He just walk around the halls of Congress with his hands in his pocket, thinking of how much he can screw somebody over. Get his old behind out of there. Let him go rest in a rocking chair somewhere and think about what he done did for the last 20-something years. Lindsey Graham, get his old not knowing nothing behind up out of there. Have him sit down. He need to go sit down in South Carolina. He losing bad anyway. He getting pummeled when it comes to that money, man. Them people in South Carolina is trying to get Lindsey Graham out of there because he know they hate him because of what he has done to that city, what he has done to that state, and what he has done to everybody that's around there. They don't like him, and what they doing? Getting him up out of power. Get him up out of here. Because if he ain't here, we don't care what he say when he's not the congressman or he's not a senator. Sorry about that. We don't care about what he say when he's not a senator. He's just a regular person. But just basically reflect on that. So all the people out there marching, good for y'all, man. Keep doing it. All the people that are happy about this lady perishing, once again, y'all need help, man. Go find something to do with yourself and read facts. I would encourage some people to read facts, especially, and I'm gonna say his name, especially a dude I know named Matt. You go ahead and read facts. Because I can see that you just spot off at the mouth for no good reason, because you just some hateful, doped up dude. So you go find facts. And anybody else like you, go find some facts. And if you're not from Kentucky and you're not a prosecutor in that case, I don't think you should have nothing to say about it anyway. And especially when it comes to evidence that's being propagated by right wingers. So if you racist and you trying to tell somebody of color that it's a good thing that person of color died, yeah, you should probably push on. And he know who I'm talking about. So him and anybody like him can push on. Because y'all sound stupid and y'all is making it hard for actual black people like me who don't do anything and actually obey y'all laws and all of that. Y'all really make it hard for me to keep control when I see y'all just out here wilding out and saying stupid stuff. Because I'm not stupid and I don't care about none of that. You come to me with something false, I'm hitting you in your face with facts. I don't need to hit you with no fist. I'm not no violent quintessential black guy. But when it comes to these facts, I use them as punching gloves. And I will box you from here to the state of Texas, back to the state of Michigan with all facts all the time. And I dare Charlie Kirk fans. I dare Ben Shapiro fans. I dare all of those type of fans to come at me with that stuff. I dare them to, because my history is not y'all history. Oops, my history is relegated in Africa and Egypt, not America. Only reason we relegated to this history because you brought us here in it. So, seeing that you brought us into your history, I'm going to let you know that this is your history, not mine. And I know a lot about my natural history. Sorry for you. Not one of them people that hopped off the boat and didn't learn that there was a boat that brought me over here. Oops. So, with that being said, love. Rest in peace, Miss Breonna Taylor. Love to your family, man. I hope y'all get more than just that $12 million out of this BS. I hope something good come out of it. It actually did. The no-knock warrant, which is another thing that proves that the Kenneth Williams was in the right, because you no knocking and just kicking in doors without saying your name. But we'll leave that for the hateful people to go ahead and chew over it. Anyway, if you're new to the channel, you like what we talking about, I try to do current moods almost every day. The only reason I've been slipping is because, all of this stuff that's been going on, and me and the wifey then had to get some personal stuff, you know what I'm saying, like cars and all that stuff, right? So all that's been going on. So that's why I ain't do it yesterday, mine went in the right space. But I try to do these every day. I try to have them like 30 minutes, but I just felt I need to go longer with this one. And I would love for people to come join me. I know it's little right now, but it's going to get bigger. And I'm going to keep promoting myself, doing what I got to do. To all the people that left, haha. To all the people that stayed, man, you know what the current mood is, man. I'm your boy Top Dot. I'm out for now. Deuces.